So, you want to invest in stocks, but you don't know where to buy and sell them? Well, the answers that I have for you may surprise you. Well, you don't need an MBA to buy stocks, and anybody at all can do it. Just takes a little bit of learning. Your first step is to find your firm. A brokerage firm is basically a marketplace where securities can be bought and sold. So, in other words, it's where you can buy or sell stocks. And there are tons of them online and in real life. But it really matters on which one that you choose based on what your needs are. There are really three main points that I like to use when picking a brokerage that are really important factors that should be considered when you're looking for your first company. The first thing that should be considered is account minimums and stock trading fees. These can really eat into your profits depending on, what brokerage you pick and how they charge. A lot of the brokerages charge the stock trading fees, but not really as much anymore. And there are a ton of them that are commission free, meaning that you can put in orders to buy stocks and sell stocks, and you don't have to pay a commission that would go to the brokerage. I have a list actually from a website that I found that I'm gonna link down below, so you'll be able to see 14 of commission-free brokerages. Account minimums are another thing that should really be considered. These definitely aren't as common, but they still are out there. Basically, some firms won't allow you to invest with them unless you have like a certain amount of capital to start. It could be anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars to start with certain brokerages, and you really have to double check and do your homework before you sign up with anyone, just to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a hole. Like I said, these are a lot less common, but there are still some out there, and definitely do your homework. My next main point is the reputation of the firm that you're looking into. This is all personal preference, but I personally really need to know about the reputation of the firm that I'm dealing with. So there are like the classic firms that you've probably heard of, like the grandfather firms, like the Charles Schwab or the Fidelity or the Vanguard, that have been around for easily 40 plus years. I think Fidelity is they have 74 years of service, and it's all personal preference, but that's really assuring to me, because at some point they would have had to have figured it out, if they're still in business. So they're definitely doing something right, and that's definitely a really big variable. There are apps nowadays on the App Store, like Robinhood, Acorns, Stash, and these are brokerages that are all online, but these are much, much newer companies, and that's fine and everything, but they haven't really been around as long as some of the older companies, that have been around for like 60, 70 years. But I mean, like I said, it's all personal preference. But with these newer dogs in the industry, they're able to offer things that the bigger firms haven't. Like I've seen like Stocks on Us, for signing up with them, or if you refer somebody, then each of you guys will get a free stock, and that's stuff that the bigger dogs definitely can't really do. And that's definitely good for somebody, if it matches their qualifications. And it's definitely good for somebody that, doesn't have a whole lot of money to start and wants to get into investing. Nobody is right or wrong when it comes to judging a firm's reputation. Some people are a little bit more conservative, like myself, and love the assurance of being with a company that's been around for a really long time. But also some of these newer companies, like I said, offer different things, and they're much newer, and yeah, it's nobody's right or wrong. It's all personal preference, and it's pick whatever's best for you. My last main point for picking a stock brokerage is the resources for new investors. This one's a little bit less talked about, but I feel like it's definitely really important, and it really helped me out when I first started. So basically, a lot of these companies will have like playlists of videos that have been made by the company explaining what stocks are and how to evaluate different things, and how to really start learning about the industry and different things you can invest in, different metrics, that kind of thing. There are blogs, videos, articles, customer service numbers. I feel like that's definitely something that's really big for a new investor, and it'll definitely get you off on the right foot, and it starts to get more advanced as you keep going along, but it starts you off from the absolute bare bones, like what is a stock, and then it just keeps building on all that prior knowledge. I feel like that's definitely something that should be really considered, because that's a ton of knowledge in one place. That probably won't be something that will, make or break you on day one, but in the long run, that's definitely going to be something that's going to affect your, your returns. And, the more you know, then the more money you're likely going to make. But, yeah, that kind of education is definitely super important for this kind of thing. And, yeah, it's really important to check out a company or a brokerage that has these kind of resources for newer investors. I promise finding a company to invest with is not that difficult. It can be a little overwhelming at first, but do keep in mind that, there are a ton of these companies out there. There's the much older companies, and then there's the newer companies. Everybody has different incentives. It's really all personal preference at the end of the day. And, I would never try and, coax anybody into buying one company or not buying with one company. Investing is all personal preference, and nobody should tell you that, you have to invest in this and this is guaranteed to make you all kinds of money. And it's all a bunch of baloney. It's really, at the end of the day, you work hard for your money, and you should be putting your money where you feel is the right place for it and where it's going to grow. But, yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to hit me up on YouTube or text me or Instagram, whatever. I've personally been with Fidelity for the past couple years, and I've had just an amazing time with them. There's been nothing bad at all that I can say about them. Everything is phenomenal, and yeah, it's definitely a company I would recommend. But like I said, everything is all personal preference, and it's completely up to you what companies you decide to invest with. And it's not like you're signing a contract for the rest of your life. Like, you can hop onto another brokerage, or, you can leave one, go to another one. You can try different things. Just find what works for you, But, yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to hit me up and stuff. And, yeah, good luck, guys. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. I really love doing this kind of stuff, and if it benefits even one person just a little bit, then I feel like I did something really good. And I definitely appreciate people watching these videos and spreading to their friends. And if you got anything out of this video, or want to talk about anything, drop a comment below. And if you wouldn't mind, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing, and that would mean the world to me. And I'm definitely going to keep making videos. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.